So we're going to move into our time of having a student come and share their testimony. May all please give a warm welcome to Dani Debenport. Woo-hoo. I've been warned that this would happen, and I still don't get it. So first question, Dani, was what is your spiritual background and what was life like growing up?
Yeah, so I grew up in a Christian household, went to church every Sunday. I went to a private Christian school all throughout my schooling. And yeah, so it was just church every Sunday. But like just because you grow up in a Christian household does not make you a Christian, even though I thought that.
So how did you come to know Christ? What was that like?
Yeah, so growing up, I always knew like God existed, went to church, you know. You always kind of know that, I feel like, especially being around, going to church and family and stuff. But I didn't really understand what like the gospel was or what it meant to be a Christian. And like as I grew up, I like stuff kept happening to me, like, family things, personal stuff. And I was like, why would a loving God allow all of this to happen to me, like I just couldn't understand why. And so I kind of like almost like kind of grew to hate God almost like for what he did. And I just was like, I don't believe you're a good God. I don't believe you love me. I don't, I just don't. I know you exist, but I don't really believe in you. And so I had that mindset, but I had the facade of a Christian. I went to church. I just kind of kept up this very Christian facade, even though inside that wasn't who I really was. Senior year of high school, I kind of got really, really depressed, really lonely. I was like, my family doesn't love me. No one loves me. God, of course, doesn't. And so I was still keeping up a facade. And so I decided to sign up for a mission trip with my school, even though inside I knew that wasn't right. I still decided to because, like, England, that's pretty cool. And so I signed up to go. I raised all the money. And, like, the week before we were leaving was kind of my rock bottom, wanted to commit suicide, all the things. And I was like, I can't go. But I had to. I raised all the money and all that. So I went, and like the first day we were there, because we were working with kids who were abused, and I like the first day I was there working with these kids, I was like, I felt this overwhelming love for them that I was like, how is this possible? I felt like I couldn't love anyone or anyone could love me, but I loved these children I had just met, and I was like, we were telling them about a God who cared for them and loved them when no one in their life loved them. And I was like, they're missing something in their lives, and I'm missing something in my life as well. Um, and I was like, maybe like I know like what I'm missing is the Lord. So I went back to my host family's home in my room and kind of broke down, and I was like, I I'm missing the Lord just like these kids are as well. And so that's whenever I really decided to follow Christ with my whole heart. And ever since then, I've had an unexplained joy that I can only explain is Christ, like a joy that you can only find through Christ. And it's just been amazing.
Awesome. Last question, Dani, is what is a word of encouragement or a challenge you'd like to share with everyone here?
Yeah, so mine comes from Proverbs 16:9. It says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." Something that's been really hard for me to learn is that my plans aren't always the Lord's plans. And so I just wanted to I don't know if this probably is an encouragement, just like, you might plan out what your life is going to be like, but you never know what the Lord has in store for you. Um, I know plenty of people who came to UTA with the plan of, I'm going to get my degree and graduate, but the Lord's plan was for them to come to UTA and learn about Him and follow Him with their heart. And so I just want to encourage everyone that you might have a plan, but the Lord has a perfect plan for you. And it could be the same, it probably won't be, but You know, his plan is always perfect, and it's always the right plan. So.
Amen. Good word. Thanks, Dani. Cool. Went on a mission trip to serve and left saved. Praise Jesus for that.